So I've got a challenge for you, and so the challenge is you're going to do each of the 4 pillars. Okay, you don't have to do a pull-up, but you could easily do this on the challenge too, but it would be challenging. And what you're going to do is you're going to do 50 of each of the pillars. So different to how we normally do it. Normally, we spend a lot of time in Systema really going slowly through the range of motion to check that you can manage yourself smoothly through the entire range of motion, relax the body. So we do the movements to relax as much as to exercise the body and to check your breathing. But this time you're going to do 50 of the push-up, sit-up, squat and a leg raise. And you're not going to, so say for example, if you start with the squats, you're not going to go on to the next one until you've done 50 squats. And the aim is to do it in as few attempts as possible. So like if I'm doing the squats, so there's no ambition to do it as fast as possible, but if you can, the aim is to do 50 squats in 1 attempt, 50 sit-ups in 1 attempt, 50 leg raises, 50 push-ups in 1 attempt, okay? That might be difficult, especially when you're doing stuff like the push-ups, and you can go to assists if you need, but try and do them, in like a full push-up. But try and figure out how to do it with the breathing so that as you're doing it, you learn how to recover and energize yourself as you're going through the movements. So it's not a case of do as many as you can on a single breath hold and then go for the next ones. See if you can keep the body open, keep the blood flowing through, and try and do the whole lot on one. And when you do recover, or if you need to recover in between, work on your recovery. So, and as you're doing them, do the full movements, but try and do them as efficiently as you possibly can. So, like I'm not going to be doing the push-ups, with a lot of effort in each one. It's going to be so you get quite smooth, very efficient, and see if you can. It'll be a great standard if you can do 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, 50 squats, 50 leg raises without any, in just 1 attempt on each one.
The breathing, so you can. You're not holding your breath again.
No.
Like that.
So if I do it loud, so the breath on the push-ups is.
Yeah.
So at no stage am I holding my breath. There's minimal strain. With the sit-up. With the leg raise, just come to halfway on the leg raise, so and if you're breathing properly, you should be able to keep going all the way through. And you should be able to find rest through the movements. And then when you go on to the next movement, so say I did squats, and then I go to sit-ups. I should be recovering my legs, just moving them gently. Even though I'm working my stomach, I should have a focus on recovering the legs in the next piece of work. So by the time I finish the sit-up, my legs are, feel recovered, and I haven't let them get stiff and tense and like pooling the lactic acid in places, okay? So you don't need to do this very often, like we do it maybe a couple of times a year. But it's good just to check yourself, and it's a pretty good standard. If you can, even if it takes you 2 or 3 attempts, even if I do like 30 push-ups on the first attempt, shake off, then 10, then 10, so it's 3 attempts on the push-ups. It's great, to do 50 push-ups and then 50 sit-ups, 50 squats, 50 leg raises, just bang. It's a pretty good standard. So give it a go. So the aim is to do them in 1 attempt, or as close to that as you can. Okay.